Guys, welcome back. Hope you're all doing very well. First of all, welcome to April. I think that's kind of important for me to cover because this is a new month, of course. So we will get a new mid-month and end-month. But yeah, so I would like to thank you guys for 473 subscribers as of the recording of this video. I really much appreciate it. And remember to hit the subscribe button if you guys do enjoy the content or find it useful or anything in that matter to help you reach that 1k goal. We're kind of slowing down a little bit, but that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I don't expect to be steamrolling ahead all the time. So let's get into this. First of all, I do have a free summons, so let's get that done real quick. Maybe I get something good. I highly doubt I will. But yeah, let's do this one real quick. I don't think there's many new banners added, but we'll check it out. Yeah, as usual, I do not get anything. But yeah, let's check out the banners real quick. This is gonna be your normal weekly banner update that I usually do. Just a side note that next week and Monday I will not be doing a banner revision. Basically, I'll be doing a guide rather, because I actually have some stuff planned on that day, so I can't really actively do the banner update for you guys, but I will have one out for you guys next week at Friday to cover next week's banners, so just keep that in mind. So I think there's only one banner for me to cover this week, guys. Yeah, because we did this one. This one was a hard skip from me. We did this because, of course, this is just a new thing in the game. It's just Brave Battle characters, which I think is just always going to be in. These are the normal banners that's always in the game. And then, of course, we did cover this one, which I said this would be a must pull. If it is only for Byakuya Rose alone, but the filler characters in this is absolutely phenomenal. So if you guys want to check that video out, it was posted last week. So this covered, well, that video covered this banner. I nearly said this banner covered that video. It's Monday, so please excuse me. So the only one we got extra in is this one, Thousand Year Blood Bowl Summons, and I can already see it's not a bad flagship characters, but let's quickly check out the rest of the characters as well. Now I'll go over the characters, of course, as I usually do, and test play them for you guys. So let's quickly check this out. So we got pretty decent banner here, to be honest, except for these two. They're not really that good. They are very old characters. They got resurrected, this one, and Oetsu as well. So even if it is just for the orbs, they are, yeah, they're just useless pretty much. Although this Retsu, my favorite unit in the game still to this day. She's absolutely phenomenal. She's just very broken. Even on a 1 out of 5, this character will carry you through anything in this game. She is extremely broken, and like I said, probably my favorite character in the game. Asnot, he is extremely lackluster. This is the first Asnot I introduced into the game. Yes, his skills is impressive, but he's still very lackluster. I'll actually go over Asnot's skills and stuff like that in a second, because I do have him, I believe. Chengdu, this guy is also very, very strong, but I would say if you had to choose between the two, which you can't of course choose, but if you have them both, Retsu definitely, in my opinion, is a better character than him. But I mean, if you do like the guy and you prefer to play with him, go ahead, you will not struggle with anything when it comes to him. Candice, this is the new one they introduced into the game. I really wish I could get her, but she is a Guild Quest character if I'm not mistaken. We'll check her skills out as well. I just need to remember that we need to check her out and Asnot as well. But then of course you have Renji, which was the new meta character for PvP, but now that Byakuya Rose is a thing, yeah, it kind of just makes him redundant, doesn't she? Byakuya Rose is very busted, so yeah. This Rukia is also extremely strong, and there's Byakuya as well, but we'll go over the skills in a second. Let's quickly check out first Candice and Asnot. Like I said, Chengdu is just very strong, and she is beyond busted. So we'll check out these two, and then we'll make a final decision. I want to say judgment, but that sounds a bit harsh. So let's go to the album real quick. I don't want to show you guys my Asnot because he is spruced up quite a bit. Album is in the sub menu now, which is weird. So yeah, let's quickly go over to to 5 stars if my game doesn't break. My internet is still very wonky, so just keep that in mind. Let's go to 6 stars rather. That'll be much smarter to do, and they are both on mind. So, yeah, let's see, where the hell is... Okay, there's Asnot. Where was Candace? She's relatively new, actually. But yeah, so Asnot, extremely low SP, as you guys can see. I mean, we're running characters now that nearly has 1000 SP at the starter point. He has extremely low SP, which is weird considering Asnot is one of the stronger Quincy's. Well, I say one of the stronger, he got bodied, but I mean, Rukia's Bankai is kind of broken as well, so yeah. Soul Trait is good, strong attack, recharge summon is 14%, which is, like I said, very good. He's a no affiliation killer, which bothers me. It bothers me that the Quincy's are no affiliation killers and stuff like Hollow Killers. It's okay, Hollow Killer kind of checks out because they do straight up kill hollows, they don't purify the souls, which is kind of on point, but it should have been either a Soul Reaper or Hollow Killer, and no affiliation really bothers me. I'm just a guru for lore accuracy, I guess. So he does have Slow and Drain, which is not bad at all, okay? But he feels very lackluster. His skills have a very small AoE, and just feel real bad to use. It's the same with most of the characters I've test played recently, where the spreadsheet of skills is absolutely like, holy hell, this is the strongest character ever. Then you use them, it's just like I need like 6 guys at a time with my strong attacks. What the hell is the point of having all these skills but nobody to kill? You know, or everybody to kill is just I have a range of 2 meters. Like, what's the point? But yeah, so that's my little rant done for Monday. Now I feel better. So his innate is Sprinter +1. Full stamina only reduced strong attack cooldown, -6%. So that's really good. He has an innate 20% cooldown, but just remember, yeah, there's no way to properly heal himself, so this is also kind of redundant. Freeze resistance 100%, which is, once again, very funny in my opinion, considering he got killed by Rukia. So yeah, I'm gonna stop bashing characters because of low accuracy. This is just hilarious to me. It's like they kind of insulted him. Anyways, his actual skills is Devastation 40%, reduced strong attack cooldown 40%, that's his Soul Trait of course. Havoc 20%, Frenzy +2, debilitated +5 seconds, so that's really good. Damage is slowed and weakened enemies 40 and 40, so that's 80%. Multi-barrier +2, Sharpshooter and status ailment spiritual pressure boost. So he does have a good spreadsheet, it's just once again his attacks really sucks. I do not enjoy playing him, maybe you would, but I would tell you now, this guy is not worth the amount of orbs you're gonna need to dump into this banner to probably get him. My opinion, you guys can dump however orbs you want, it's just my opinion on him. I've had him since day one, since he came into the game, and I've used him I think twice, and that's just to see how he is. And that's pretty much it. So really not all that. Now Candace on paper also, she seems ridiculously strong. But like I said, she is a Guild Quest character if I remember correctly. Yeah, so Candace has a bit more SP at least. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna bash it anymore because of low accuracy. It's just, I think that bothers me, just know that. Anyway, she's a Captain Killer Plus. I did not want to back out of that. So you already know if a character is something like a Captain Killer, they are very niche. Because yes, the killer effect is stronger than, let's say, a Soul Reaper killer. Because it's specialized, so it has a bit more bonus. But there's a very limited selection of captains in Bleach Brave Souls. Whereas, well, captains you can be fighting against. Whereas something like Soul Reaper killer, if you play a Soul Reaper stage, pretty much all of the units are just Soul Reapers. So you have that bonus. So yeah, that's kind of niche. It's like Kenpachi, the anniversary Kenpachi's Espada plus killer. It's very niche. So she has strong attack cooldown, recharge time -40%, which is good of course. And look, I love Candace. She's a great character. Don't get me wrong on that. Of course, all her attacks have paralysis on them. If they didn't, it would be absolutely criminal. So she has that, which is good. Then Sprint +2, Havoc 20%, Paralysis and Resistance 100%. It checks out. I'm not that tilted about it. That makes sense to me. Devastation 60%, Reduced Strong Attack Cooldown 40%. Remember, that is a skill that she has as a soul trait, so that's why it's there. Frenzy +2 +3 in Guild Quest, so she is very strong in Guild Quest, and she can be used as an all character as well, just saying that. Debilitator +5 seconds, increased status element chance against Soul Reapers, which is great, of course. If it was only against captains, that would be absolutely useless, but at least it is against Soul Reapers, so in the entire Guild Quest you're going to be using her in, she's going to be proccing paralysis left, right, and center. Increased range damage 10%, 30% in Guild Quest, very good. Damage to paralyzed enemies +40%, that is very, very good. Weakened defense, sharpshooter, increased killer effect 30%, 50% in Guild Quest, and 80% SP boost. Now this Candace, like I said, is extremely strong even in a normal game. But just once again, please note, she is built more towards Guild Quests, so her attacks doesn't have colossal AoEs. When I mean colossal AoEs, I'm talking about something like a 6th Anniversary Eyes. That character is old as hell right now, but he still has some of the best strong attacks in the game. He has a massive beam attack on his first strong attack. He has a vortex, which we don't see often anymore, because vortexes are absolutely busted, and he has a screen wide on his third. Now Candace does not benefit from such things. She doesn't have these amazing strong attacks, but she will get the job done 100% of the time when it comes to Captain Killer Guild Quest. So just keep that in mind. She is still very, very strong and probably worth the pull. That is something I will say, she is probably worth the pull. Now, I cannot unfortunately show you guys exactly how Candace plays because she's not a test playable character. But like I said, she is very good. So let's quickly go over and let me show you guys exactly who the flagship characters is in this Guild Quest. Now, I do have a little bit of a gripe when it comes to Renji because we have her in here. So if you're going to pull on this banner just to get Renji, I wouldn't advise it. Pull on this banner instead and try to get her, and of course the fillers are absolutely phenomenal. Just keep that in mind. But if you're going to be pulling on this banner for Byakuya, for Rukia, for Retsu, all those characters are absolutely worth it. Well, that's not Retsu, that's actually, she's called Yachiru, so I think I mispronounced that one. Or, well, not mispronounced it, but you know what I mean. So, Byakuya, I know he is very strong. As you can see, his SP is quite high. It's not as high as the new character scores, because he is still relatively old now. But he is a human killer plus, which makes 0 sense once again. I hate this. Strong attack reach time minus 40%. He is a strong attack character, of course. Most of the phenomenal characters are. Then he has paralysis and a weaken on all his attacks. He also has an X move, or EX if you want to call it that, which is great, and it's a barrier, so it's a really good move to use, trust me. Then his innates is sprint +2, havoc 20%, full stamina, only increase strong attack damage. So once again, this is a character that you need to micromanage in terms of his HP, especially in Guild Quest, which once again he is actually he's kind of tailored towards Guild Quest slash what's it called, the limit break. He's also extremely good in stuff like raids. His AoEs on his strong attacks is once again very small, but he is extremely strong, and he isn't 100% a Guild Quest, you know. So I do recommend this Byakuya. He's very strong, but let's go further than this. So full stamina only increase strong attack damage. You're gonna need to micromanage it, like I said. At least he does have a self barrier that he can pop with his EX move, which is nice. And he does have ranged strong attacks, so you can keep your distance, which is really nice. So this shouldn't be too difficult to keep up, but it is still a little bit of a gripe of mine that they put this on characters that cannot actively retain this skill without the help of squad mates or whatever. Increased strong attack damage 60%, so that's 100% bonus strong attack damage just out of the gate, okay, which is really good. Cooldown reduction 40%, which is awesome. Complete status immunity 100%. This is phenomenal to have on any character. I do know some stages or something has more than 100% status, which is very dumb in my opinion, but it is what it is. Frenzy +2, really good. Bombardment +1, exceptionally good, especially in things like raids where your strong attack or your special move won't one-shot a boss. Well, normally. If you set up your character correctly, it absolutely will. But yeah, so this is really good. It basically means your special move will hit an additional time, so you cast like 2 special moves at the same time, which is great. Debilitator 5 seconds, increased status element chance against humans. Kind of niche, but still good. Team Party increase Soul Reaper damage to status affected enemies 30%. Also a great thing because he has 2 status effects, so he procs it quite often with his Frenzy +2. Just keep that in mind. Then Weaken Defense works great with his Bombardment because of the fact that, well, he does have a Weaken Defense built in. So he hits twice, he weakens the defense, and you could put another Weaken Defense on him to 100% armor strip. I'm using Warframe terminology here. 100% remove the defense stat from an enemy for a certain amount of time, which is absolutely phenomenal. Poise Break, which is great, of course. Poise Break is a very good thing to have. Most of the enemies that would kill you in higher end content have poise on them, so you cannot stun them or knock them down or anything like that. So Poise Break is absolutely incredible. Sharpshooter, of course, because Byakuya is Byakuya, and then status damage pressure boost. So he is really strong and definitely something worth spinning for or pulling for. Really, he is really good. So of course I'll display him for you guys as well, because I can, at least. So Rukia, she is a hybrid character, the same as Candace. She is a normal character, but she has the added benefit of being tailored towards Guild Quest. So she's a squad 0 killer plus. She absolutely mangles them all. Once again, kind of niche. I don't like it very much, but it is what it is. Strong attack recharge time minus 14%, which is, it seems to be the thing now to have. She has drain and freeze on all her abilities, which is great because I'll explain to you guys why in a second. She has a boost as well, which is even more great. Okay, she's quite strong. Sprinter +1, Havoc 20%. Full stamina only reduced strong attack cooldown 6%. So she has a built-in 20%. And guess what? With the added bonus of having drain, she can heal herself. In other words, she can retain this. It's great when you have a way to heal yourself and actually be able to use your own damn skills. It's good. Okay. Increased strong attack damage 50%, 14% that's on the cooldown, which is of course a soul trait. All status elements resistance shade 100%. So this is odd. Okay, I think she may have had a shade complete status immunity, because this is renamed. So in other words, if it's a 100% chance to proc a status element on you, they won't. If it's a 101% chance, it's a 1% chance you'll be proc of the status element, but this is shade, so all your allies actually benefit from it, which is absolutely great, considering she is, like I said, a little bit more tailored towards Guild Quest in certain manners. So Frenzy +2, +3 in Guild Quest. That's a really high. It's only a matter of time before we see Frenzy +3, +4 in Guild Quest, so just keep that in mind. These characters are very strong, but they will be power crept to hell eventually. Debilitated 5 seconds, which is absolutely great. Increased status chance against Soul Reapers. Phenomenal. Really, that's absolutely amazing because most of the enemies you fight in this game is Soul Reapers, so that is really good. Increased melee damage 10%, 30% in Guild Quest. Great, great. Enhancer, Marauder, and Booster. Even more great, so she buffs herself to High Haven and everybody around her. Okay, so really good. Kill effect 30%, 50% in Guild Quest, and status elements spiritual pressure boost 80%. Phenomenal character. I absolutely love her. I love playing with her, even though her AoEs are small. But remember, she has 20% cooldown built in on her, so she can really get these strong attacks going really quickly. Okay, so it's really good. Then Renji. Now unfortunately I cannot warrant you guys spinning or pulling on this banner just for Renji, because like I said, Mila Rose is in existence, but I'll cover him anyway. So he's a human killer plus. He's supposed to be Orihime's counter, which is on technique. He's on power, and he's a human killer plus. Now the funny thing is, Orihime almost always kills them because Orihime is a range character. He is not, he's melee, so she gets in like 6-7 shots before he even comes close. So it's kind of hilarious, but it is what it is. So he does have a dual soul trait, which is really good, of course. Normal attack damage 20%, 16% damage reduction. It's great, especially if you just want to use him even as a link for when you do Guild Quest. You can link them, of course, to whoever's your support characters and have that bonus on them. So just keep that in mind. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time rambling on about why this is good and why it's not. The skills when it comes to Brave Battle characters speak for themselves. So of course he doesn't have any status elements because they are relatively useless in Brave Battles. But he does have a down attack, so that will weaken an enemy, and I think weaken their attack and defense for a certain amount of time, which is not terrible. But yeah, his innate skills are sprint +1, long reach 20%, and rewarder, so you can use him in normal content and be relatively okay. He has persistence, of course, in Brave Battles, increased normal attack damage 20%, 16% damage reduction, that's his soul traits. Half stamina, increased normal attack damage 50%, half stamina, decreased damage taken 50%. Brave Battles, block power and technique attribute boosts and debuffs. So of course he is, like I said, a counter to Orihime, and that is why this is a thing, but it's really not all that useful. Brave Battles, first 10 seconds have flurry +1, which is good, of course. Brave Battles prevent last ditch survival, ignore Brave Battle invincibility, temporary invincibility in Brave Battles 10 seconds, prevent healing in Brave Battles, flurry +2, poise and pierce barrier. So yes, he is extremely strong. He was the meta unit along with, I think it was Asken, because Asken is also ranged. So your team before Mila Rose would have looked like this. Renji, Orihime, and Asken. Okay, that would have been your team because, like I said, even if Orihime is the first one who had persistence, and you can argue somebody like Sajin was better, just remember Orihime has the bonus of ranged, so does Asken. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, so he is still very, very good. And if you don't have 3 persistence characters in your team, then of course, yeah, go for it. You know, pull for him if you do need him in your team. But I have a feeling most people have Orihime or Asken or Sajin, you know, that type of thing. And yes, while he is still probably the second best character in the game, you currently have a pool that has the best by far in the game. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. But let's quickly test play this character so to show you guys exactly how they play. And yeah, this is definitely a banner that I would say pull on if you guys do have the extra orbs to spend. Byakuya, Yachiru, Retsu of course, Candace, Rukia, and even Renji. They are all very good units. I cannot really say they are trash units whatsoever. They are very good and will always be good to have. So just keep that in mind. So of course he does have range attacks because he's permanently in his Shikai state. This is not his bunker, of course. This is when he encountered Asnot alongside Rukia. So he's just in his Shikai. Yeah, so his normal attacks, of course, don't deal much damage, but they deal enough to be relevant as a strong attack character, which is fine. His first strong attack is a beam. I remember this. His first strong attack is definitely a very large beam. So that is really good, but he doesn't have that much range on it. All beam units have much more range, which is fine. You know what I mean? So that is very good. Also, you can see he has a really quick recharge time on his strong attacks, which is great. Then his second strong attack is a AoE in front of him. It's similar to White's AoEs, which is not too terrible. And like I said, he recharges it relatively quickly. And then his third, well, I can't show it to you guys now, can I? Is a screen wide. Okay, so his strong attacks doesn't have as much range as all the characters, but it's still very good. Wait, let's see. If they're off screen, can I hit them? Because old characters could. Can I kill them all? Okay, so I didn't kill them all. I think I missed one, or maybe it was just too far back, but that's still really good. But yeah, so of course, like I said, Byakuya, he's very strong. Definitely a character worth having. We'll pop his EX move in a second. There you go. So that's a very big AoE around him. It's not screen wide, but it is very useful to have still. And then of course you'll just kill all the enemies really quickly. Like I said, this Byakuya is very strong. Even though you can't one-shot these guys really, but I didn't have 80% SP boost. Remember, this is without any accessories or anything like that, so just keep that in mind. But he is max transcendent, yeah, so that's also a thing that you need to keep in mind. So his special move will absolutely one-shot everything here without even the 80% SP boost. Yeah. Almost nothing in this game is going to survive his special move. It's extremely powerful. So, of course, Byakuya, definitely worth having. He's extremely powerful. Then, Rukia. Now, she is also extremely powerful. and I do enjoy playing with her, even though she is more tailored to, like I said, smaller maps, but she has a really quick recharge time and stuff, so that is a benefit, of course. So she is a melee strong attack type, so no range on her, unfortunately, but she's still very strong. So square is kind of first strong attack is kind of like a dash forward, similar to what you would see on a lot of the Guild Quest characters. Small AoE, but really fast recharge time. Then I'm going to pop her third ability, actually. As you can see, it's not screen wide. It is in front of her and a little bit to the back. So it is tailored to, like I said, smaller maps, but it is still very strong. Just keep that in mind. And it's a very quick animation. Of course, when it comes to guild quests and stuff like that, and limit breaks especially, you want quick animations because you want to get through the content really quickly. So this is ideal for that. Then her second ability is the boost, which does a small AoE in front of her, similar to Byakuya's actually, but it is very strong when you do pop it. And of course then you have damage bonuses, blah 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 blah. A lot of things kick in once you actually have your boost active. So she is definitely one of the stronger Guild Quest characters in the game, and also she's very strong for just normal content. Now, just to keep in mind, certain strong attacks are just straight up better than others. Okay, so her square is not nearly as good as Byakuya's because it doesn't hit as much, it doesn't have that much range. You know, so just keep that in mind when it comes to these characters. Yes, he does have Frenzy +2, same as Byakuya does, but she doesn't hit as many times at a base level. So that is just something to keep in mind. That's why she doesn't always one-shot enemies, even with her 80% SP boost active. Now, I do believe her strong attack or special attack will also kill these guys in one hit. No, it did not. Okay. But it nearly did. So, of course, she is not a nuker. She's not a special attack built character, so that is why she is a little bit weaker in that terms. I just hate how they did her special move. She looks really derpy in her Bankai state, so hopefully they release a proper variant of that soon. But yeah, so Renji, now, visually he's going to be extremely unimpressive. It's a Brave Battles character. He doesn't have any status elements. You know, it is what it is. Okay, so his normal attack string is this. This is what his bread and butter is. His first strong attack, so downward smash, simple. Second one, a forward slash, which does weaken the enemies in terms of their stats, which is really good, of course, to have, especially in Brave Battles. And then his third, it's just an AoE around him. Like I said, visually extremely unimpressive, but he does hit quite hard. Now, once again, these characters, of course, NAD characters in general, have the added bonus of having all their damage available to them all the time because their damage is their normal attacks. They don't need cooldowns. But even with that said, they are not nearly as strong as some of the strong attack characters in this game. As you can see, the strong attacks is not going to get you anywhere with this guy. Just keep that in mind, that even if you do think you're going to get somewhere with them, you're not. Even if you build this guy for strong attack damage, it's not going to happen, like, at all. Now, I kind of want to get under half health so that I can get some more damage output. I don't want to be status to hell though. Under half? Not yet. There we go. Okay. So let's not die and be embarrassing to myself. As you can see, like I said, remember, Brave Battle characters are not made for normal content. These guys are made for one environment, and that is Brave Battles. Now yeah, you can buff them to high hell with chappies and such, and then you will be able to one-shot these guys. It just is what it is, you know. Most units in the game, if you run, well, most NAD units anyways, if you run chappies on them, etc., you're gonna be doing okay. You just get so much damage bonus, it's ridiculous. So I almost did die actually because I wasn't focusing. So let's pop a down attack on these guys, and then pop his special. And I'll show you guys exactly why these characters are not made for normal content. But he does have an amazing looking special attack. So as you can see, there's still even one normal guy left, and then the boss is still alive and well as well. So yeah, definitely a banner I would pull on. The fillers are really good except for Oetsu and Asken. Those are very old characters, like I said, unfortunately. But the rest of them are really good, except for Asnot. But that's just my opinion of him, of course. But yeah, so of course all these characters are really good to use. I'll show you guys a tad bit of Retsu real quick, just to, you know, drill in the fact that she's really busted. Who do I have in my blue team currently? Oh, wait, who do? I have Bambi, okay, and she's linked to Bambi. Well, I want to remove Bambi actually, she's kind of a niche character. Okay, so I already did her, I leveled up him as well. And okay, so let's put in, just to show you guys real quick, I'm gonna put in Yachiru. She is linked, but that's fine. Okay, gonna put her in here, and just remember I'm gonna be running her without anything on, just to show you guys how busted she really is. And then I'll also do, just for the lols of it, I'll show you guys Asnot as well. I don't think he's even linked. Yeah, no, my Asnot is very weak because he's very trash. So I'm not going to try the most difficult content ever. I'm just going to run these guys in a quest real quick. What can I run? Yeah, let's run the daily quest. You know, why not? There's a daily something here. What the hell is this? April Fools. Okay, you know what, let's run this. I don't know what the hell this is. I've seen screenshots of it where it's just cons everywhere. So we'll run this. I know it's not going to be difficult because it's con. But I do know there's going to be a lot of them. Oh, you get golden hammers. Okay. Rules? No rules. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to buff them actually. Okay, let's start the quest now. Like I said, this is just for the lols. I'm just going to show you guys exactly how these characters actually attack, what the strong attacks is and stuff like that. So we'll swap over to Asnot real quick. So, like I said, he does have dual status effects, which is great. He is a ranged NAD, so that's also very good. His first strong attack is a little beam. It literally goes to the white blocks converging on the 4 darker blocks over there, so it's not very far. His second is a strong attack that actually goes quite far, but isn't really that strong. And then his third is a screen wide. Okay. So his attacks are really small AoEs, except his third, of course. His second has a really long cooldown, and then his first ability is just a semi-beam, pretty much. Now, once again, if you guys like the look of it, go for it. You know, spin for him, or well, pull on a banner if you get him. That's great. If you don't, that's also fine. You know, you're not missing out on much. However, Retsu. Okay, so she's a melee strong attack character. She has a beam that goes to high heaven and hell in the same attack. Look at this. It goes beyond this point. It's very silly. She's extremely strong. Then her second attack is a AoE in front of her. Fair enough. No, it's not AoE in front of her. That's her trap. That's the third ability. Her second attack is a dash that has a very big AoE around her, and she moves. So yeah, she kills enemies really quickly with that, and it has a very short cooldown. Then her third ability is basically, oh, I don't like you, I'm gonna delete you. Yeah, and this lingers, which also force procs weaken the whole time. This lingers, and it has a very short cooldown. She is absolutely phenomenal, and she has the added bonus of having rampage. So once you kill X amount of enemies, I think it's 50 enemies, you're gonna have a flat 100% damage bonus. It's very dumb. So let's get all the cons around me here. Let's press circle and they'll all dead there. Get these guys over here, so they'll probably spawn in more here. These cons are actually quite tough, to be honest. Interesting. And like I said, she has really short cooldowns on her strong attacks. I mean, I have nothing linked on this chick. Even accessories, just one accessory would tremendously boost her power, and she's still just, I know this is not the most difficult content, don't get me wrong, but still, she's very strong. Now, there is another character that's very similar to her, and that is Oetsu, the new one on blue, same color and everything. And he is a purity character as well, so he has 100% bonus damage right off the bat. But status ailments and status effects and stuff like that is really good to have for bosses and stuff like that. But that Oetsu is so damn strong. It's really hard to choose between the two who's better. I just prefer Retsu because I like her character more. That's just my personal preference, of course. But I'm going to show you guys her ultimate, which should, without a doubt, one-shot everything here. It didn't. Okay. But that's because I don't have anything on her. So she's basically on a base level right now. She's extremely powerful. If you do get her, throw her into your team and never worry about a thing again. It's really that simple. She's, yeah, busted beyond belief. What the hell was this? Oh, I got this. I think this is like the new scrolls. So yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, so I just wanted to throw that in as a little bonus clip. Yeah, that is it for today's video, guys. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed it. I will see you all again in the next one, which should be tomorrow, which will be a Warframe video, I think. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful Monday and a good start to your week, and I will see you all again in the next one. Have a great one, and peace out.